Today's video, I thought I'd give you a day in the life of Ride with T. Not that I'm a full-time creator, it's not my job, it's more of a hobby. But what I thought I'd show you today is the process of what I go through. The biggest battle is always looking for content, looking for something that is going to get watched. You can make the best video in the world, but if it's not searchable, people don't watch it. And I think I've made some nice videos in the past and they get very little views. Today I'm making a video that I don't really want to watch, but it's highly searchable. The last video that was made on this subject has had 230,000 views. So if I can get half of that, I'd be delighted. So we're searching out the Zontes. I did find it in Bangkok when I was there, but they wouldn't let me test ride it. I had to just ride it around the car park, and just riding it around the car park, I didn't think highly of that bike, to be honest. But to give it a fair chance, we're going to rent one. We're going to ride to Chiang Mai and rent one for 24 hours, ride it up to the tallest mountain in Thailand, up to Doi Inthanon, and put it through its paces. I'm going to spend my time and effort today riding to Chiang Mai, staying in a hotel for the night, just for YouTube content. Anyway, it's time to open the garage and get the bike out. And the weapon of choice today is the interceptor. Oh, good morning, dogs. How are you? And the other reason I'm taking the interceptor is because I'm starting to prefer this bike more than my Meteor, sadly. It's lighter, it's more agile, and I just love the sound of those exhausts. So last night I did the tyre pressures and I oiled the chain just to make sure everything's ready for today. I always do tyre pressures before I ever do a long journey. Has to be done. Don't want problems on the road. And yeah, we're ready to go. Trying a brand new tactic today. Usually when I record, I put all my hopes into one single video, but let's be honest, between the fuel and the hotel costs, these trips are an investment. I want this journey to pay for itself, so instead of betting on just one single upload, we're bulk recording 3 separate videos on this one trip. First up, we have the Zontes 368G versus the Honda ADV 350 video. By the time you're watching this, that video is already live. In fact, it's already hit 2,600 views in its first 24 hours. It's early days, it's a 9 out of 10, but it's slowly growing potential, and that looks kind of good. I'll put a link here so you can catch up on that one. Secondly, is the video you're watching right now, a day in the life of a motorcycle reviewer stroke travel vlogger. I want to show you the actual hustle behind the scenes and how I manage the workload while I'm on the road. And thirdly, I'm going to show you exactly how to rent a bike in Chiang Mai. This will be a future video. I'll be reviewing the rental company and the hotel I'm staying in, which is conveniently right next door. And this will help any of you looking to base yourselves here for a ride in the future. The only reason I can finally pull this off is because I've upgraded to 15 terabyte of cloud storage with Google Photos. Before today, I couldn't bulk record like this because my phone would just always run out of space. Now I can keep the camera rolling, capture everything, and move into a new era with Ride with T. And that new era will start very soon with my tour, my grand tour of Bhutan. So this is a trial run of bulk recording also. Now a quick word to the inner circle. We've hit 14,000 subscribers here on this channel, and I know that about 10% of you, 1,400 of you legends who watch every single upload are the reason I keep doing this. Thank you. I've got the massive Bhutan Expedition coming up, and I've made a big decision to keep things organised. Ride with T isn't going anywhere. This channel will remain the home for what we do best, the motorcycle reviews, the maintenance tutorials, and the deep dives into parts and gear. However, I find that when I mix those technical videos with big travel vlogs, the algorithm gets confused. People who subscribed for the adventure, They then leave when they see me swapping out belt drives, when they see me swapping out sprockets for belt drives. To give the Bhutan series a fair shot, I'm moving all pure travel content to my second channel, T's Moto Adventures. I want to do more of this. I'd love to take you with me to China, Vietnam, and maybe even Australia. But those future trips depend entirely how this Bhutan series performs. If you genuinely love the travel series and you want to see those adventures happen, please head over and subscribe to the new channel. But a fair warning, only subscribe if you actually plan to watch. Ghost subscribers who don't click or actually watch, they hurt a new channel's growth. If you're a loyal fan and want to see the travel dream grow alongside the reviews here on Ride with T, then there are already 12 videos waiting over there for you right now. Let's see if we can make this work. Now back to the video. So far so good today. The rental shop is literally 100 meters right next to the hotel. I just went to Google Maps, found the nearest hotel, 900 baht. I think I've lucked in. I've got my own balcony with flowers. Got a really nice toilet and a nice double bed. Really nice, clean, modern room, 900 baht. The Zontes 368G cost 1,500 baht for 24 hours. Right, I'm absolutely parched. It's time for a drink. It's 36 degrees, it's very hot. Hence, I want to go up top of the mountain and get some cool. So we've been riding for an hour and a half now, and is there a difference? Yes, there certainly is. I've got my thoughts already, but I'll let you know them all when I conclude later at the end of this video. Welcome to Doi Inthanon, okay? What cup?
Ticket already?
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ticket for the park?
For the park?
Yes.
How much do I have to pay?
300 for one.
300 baht?
Yes.
Okay.
You can park there.
Sure, okay. Oh, that's another expense for my Zontes review for today that I wasn't expecting. Handbrake on, side stand out, engine cuts out. Oh, it's just not easy for me to get on and off this bike. Swaddy cap, ticket for one please. Thank you. So that's typical Thai dual pricing. Thais get in at one price and foreigners get charged an extortionate different price. Can you imagine doing that in our country? Would that be called racist? I'm not really sure. But they look at us as we're more wealthy than them and they've got to get what money they can, so I kind of get it. That's where we're going, right up there to that stupa. Hopefully you can see that. The highest spot in Thailand. Okay, we're here, I think. Parking. So there we go, the Zontes 368G on the highest point in Thailand. And one of the hardest things to do is to talk to camera in public, and it's still something I struggle to do. I've been YouTubing for 3 years now. If you look at my very first video, which was my review of my Royal Enfield Meteor 350, I did it as a faceless channel. Didn't even want to show my face, and I did a review on that bike. And funnily enough, that video still gets a lot of views and still gets a lot of love. But in time, I went from faceless to showing my face a little bit to actually not caring anymore. And here I am on camera and out of breath. And there we go, the highest spot in Thailand, 2,565.3341 meters above sea level. Okay, we're halfway through the day of reviewing this motorcycle, but it's been 3 hours of me riding on my motorcycle, 3 hours of me riding this motorcycle, then I've got about 2.5 hours ride back to the hotel tonight. So a very long day, I'm very tired. I have been sweating for 6 hours, and now I'm freezing on top of a mountain, the highest point in Thailand. And yeah, if you have a look behind me here, you'll see that this is the Thai National Observatory. It is a military base, and they look at the stars obviously and see what's going on. And the bike today, maybe you'll have to watch the review because that'll be a separate video, but yeah, I'm not too thrilled about this bike today. And that's the difficult thing about being a reviewer, right? If you say bad things about a motorbike, are anybody going to provide you a motorbike in the future to review? And if you say good things about a motorbike, when it's not good, are your viewers going to trust you in the future? So it's a very difficult line. I think you have to be negative in a positive way. But today, I don't think I can be negative in a positive way. So I'm just going to say it from the heart, what I think about this bike. But it hasn't rung my bell today, sadly. And it's been an expensive day, 1,500 baht for the motorcycle rental. I normally don't rent motorcycles. I'm lucky enough that my friends have got motorcycles that let me ride them. And the good thing about Thailand is the motorcycle is insured, not the person. So you can jump on any motorcycle in Thailand and be insured, which is just amazing. So it's nice to have clear air and blue skies again. I'll be heading back to the city now. It'll be smoggy, dirty air. And I've just realised I haven't eaten all day, apart from a cup of coffee and a piece of cake. So it's time to go back to Chiang Mai and eat, and then probably go back to the hotel early tonight, start editing videos. It's no glamorous life, to be honest. People think being a YouTuber is glamorous. I am personally not finding it glamorous, but what I do find is it opens doors for me. I meet some really interesting people, and I make some really nice friends along the way. So it's a hobby as much as anything for me, and I think if you're truly passionate about something, that comes through on the videos. I hate this AI stuff at the moment. When AI are doing reviews on motorbikes, and they can't even get the right image of the right bike on at the same time. Where do they get their knowledge from? They're getting it from real YouTubers and then just copying what people say. And to me, that's just not fair that somebody can just sit in a room, make videos about reviewing a motorbike and not even get out and ride it, where you can see the hassle I went through today and the expense, hotels, rentals, petrol, time getting here. Yeah, it's just not really fair. And please don't watch AI videos about motorcycle reviews. If it's got a fake sounding voice and pictures of bikes that aren't real, it's AI. Stop, dislike, just don't watch it. So a couple of hours ago it was 36 degrees and now it's only 17 degrees. So that's a nearly 20 degree drop in less than 2 hours, which is why I'm feeling so cold. So there we go, sunset in Thailand. My day started at sunrise, so that's a long day. And if this video only gets 3,000 views, what am I going to get? £10? So it's a real gamble. Sometimes videos work, sometimes they don't. But that's the joy of being a motovlogger. The competition is high. There's so many of us doing it. So it's 8:30 in the evening. I'm back in the hotel room. Thank goodness for air conditioning. I'm researching, making sure I've got my facts right. I don't always. And I edit all my videos on my phone. Does that surprise you? I use CapCut Pro. I do use the paid version. It is very good. And then I'm so used to doing this, and I can do it on the move. I don't have to carry laptops with me or anything like that. And then we get videos like this. That every UK and US retro fan has been waiting. So that will be dropped any day, this video. It's a review of the Honda GB350C, quite a new bike, launched, not available in England yet, but available in Thailand. So I do everything on my phone, have done for years, cannot change me. It's 4K and I'm happy with it. So let me know in the comments if you knew or if you didn't, if you think it's okay, if you think it can be improved. I'd like to know. Thank you. So it's day 2 and I finally put my finger on what I'm not liking about this bike. I'm in Chiang Mai at Taipei Gate. Some of you will know that. And the video's wrapped up. I'm just about to refuel the bike to full with 95 fuel octane and return it to Mr. Pop. And this is where we're going to grade Mr. Pop if he finds any damage on this bike. There isn't at all, even though I did nearly fall off it a couple of times. It's just a little bit dirty, but that's to expect, you know, they should expect that anyway. So we're going to return the bike. I've got 3 videos to make from my trip to Chiang Mai. This is my first attempt at batch videoing. Luckily, I've got Google Cloud, Google Photos. This is why I've never bulk edited before, because I just don't have room on my phone. But now I can download them all to Google Photos. I think that's going to help me a lot. It's full of tech and full of cool. Sadly, it's not the bike for me. I did say in the past I could ride the Honda ADV in my 80s. I'm now in my 60s and I'm struggling with the weight, the ergonomics, and the higher weight of gravity on this bike. So I still favour the ADV 350. That was an instant love. This, I could ride it for a week and not love it, sadly. Lovely bike, not for me. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. So there we go. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, ride safe.